Hi, my name is Nicola Rodriguez, and I'm here to share my journey with you. It's Monday, the 22nd of March, 2021, and today I took some very big commitments of myself. And this video log is not to, I guess, say to you this is the way you should do things, but this is the way how I am processing along my journey, and I want to share it because it may help some people. And I'm not saying my way is the right way, the perfect way, the way it has to be done, but this isn't just a video log for others to learn, it's also for myself to be able to reflect on and to look back on, to see how far I've gone along in my journey, to see how much I've learnt, to make sure that I'm putting what I've learnt into practice and actually growing from that. But today I decided to make some really, I don't know how to explain it, really big commitments to myself, massive commitments to myself. And in doing that, I actually posted it on my newsfeed and on Facebook, and it's actually had a lot of traction and a lot of comments, and I've had a lot of support from everybody. And just so you get the idea of what I'm talking about, the last 12 months of my life have been dramatically different. I decided to put myself first. Unfortunately, that didn't work 100% at some points, and that's okay, because I'm learning, and each lesson I've been through, I've been able to grow, and that's the main goal of all of it. So I just wanted to, I'm just trying to find the post on Facebook so I can share it with you, because basically, I want you to understand what it is that I started with, so that way the journey means a bit more because I can stick to it. But I decided that I was going to be a quitter. I wanted to quit. And there's a lot of things I wanted to quit. I wanted to quit blaming myself for my marriage breakdown. I wanted to quit blaming myself for not being able to help my husband with his mental health issues. I wanted to quit blaming myself for my children not being at the level that they needed to be or should be in school. I wanted to quit feeling guilty about things that I've made myself feel guilty about. I want to quit not looking after myself. I want to quit cigarettes and stop smoking. These are all things that I shared that I wanted to quit. I wanted to quit feeling sorry for myself and blaming myself and spending days and nights alone where I break down. I lose it. I cry. I just can't get my shit together. And knowing what I do as a coach myself, sometimes it can be very confronting, knowing what I need to do, but yet doing it is a totally different thing. After I shared what I wanted to do, I had one of my amazing friends who has supported me so much call me, and she knew that I wasn't okay, even though I put on the face that I'm okay. And so we had a coaching session, and far out, the coaching session really, put it this way, the reason why I love her so much is because we can hit the really hard, slap you in the face topics, and as much as it's so confronting, no matter how confronting it is, you actually learn from it. it's been a really big day. Even just thinking about the conversation that we had is really, it really brings a lot of things to the forefront, and it's things that have been playing on my mind, have been going through my mind, but I'm not, I avoid them. And by avoiding them, I go and have a cigarette, or I go and help somebody else, or I do something for the kids, or do anything to avoid having to confront these feelings and emotions and thoughts that have been going through my mind. So having somebody there to help me confront them, not needing the answer straight away, but at least having somebody there, you know, make the thinking start happening, it really makes a big difference. And so today I had that, and one of the biggest things, I guess, was, am I living in a fairy tale of hope of what I want rather than living in the reality? And that's basically what's been happening. I didn't want my marriage to end. I didn't want to leave my marriage and my husband, but at the same time I was suffocating. I was pretty much near death myself. I hated myself, hated the way I looked, hated the way I felt, hated the way I was as a mother, as a person, as a friend, as a wife. And I was pretty much dead. And I needed to actually take myself out of the situation, so that not only to save myself, but to be a better mum and to be a better person, friend, wife, whatever I am at that point in time, because it wasn't serving me where I was. And so my brain always constantly runs back to the fairy tale of what things were like when things were good, and that's where I want to be. But I know so much has happened that it's not impossible, but reality says it's not going to be like that. So when I get caught up in the fairy tale, things are great, and then a smack of reality puts me back into, this is why you left, this is why, you know, things aren't working. And I realize that I'm punishing myself by not eating correctly, not looking after my body, doing all the avoidance things, helping friends, going, yes, I'll do this, yes, I'll go there, yep, I need to do that, I'll go have a cigarette, whatever it is to avoid actually looking after myself. So now that I was aware of that, today I took the steps to be the quitter, and I quit all those, and I want to take the journey forward. So that's what's happening. If you want to follow this journey for however long it takes, I mean, it's a journey every day, right? I'd be appreciative for you to come along. And I'd love to know what you're going through at the moment. And I'd like to truly hope that some parts of my journey are things that can help you as well along your journey. And just so you know, you're not alone. I feel alone a lot, but you're not. So I understand those feelings very deeply, and I want you to know that I understand them. And if you also feel alone, I want you to know that you're not. And just because we can't see the people who are there for us sometimes, it doesn't mean that we are alone. So it's up to us to reach out. It's up to us to say that we're not okay. It's up to us to say that we need help, and to accept the help. Even though sometimes the help isn't in the form that we want, it's still there. And we've just got to take the step forward. So that's day one, and we'll see you tomorrow. See you later.